Week 17 of the fantasy football season. Here's a few running backs I have as sleepers this week. The first running back, Raheem Sanders of the Cleveland Browns. We know Junkins, he's out with a devastating leg injury. Dislocated the ankle, broke his fibula in last week's ball game, had to be carted off, and Raheem Sanders came in and obviously filled in where Dylan Sampson was out in last week's game. He had 11 carries, 42 yards a catch, 4 yards. Even if Sampson's back in the lineup this week for this Cleveland Brown team, I think Sanders is going to get a run in between the tackles where Sampson's more of a passing downs and a receiving back out of the backfield for this Cleveland Brown team. And this week it is a tougher matchup versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, but we've seen the Steelers defense at times have some lapses versus the run game. So I think Sanders in deeper leagues, if you need a running back as a sleeper option out there, 99% of fantasy leagues. Next running back, Tyjae Spears of the Tennessee Titans. He's out there in 73% of fantasy leagues, and he's had a couple good games here and there. Spears, and last week was the best game of the season for Tyjae Spears. So the last few weeks, week 14 at Cleveland, 8 carries, 19 yards, 2 catches, 28 yards. Week 15 at the Niners, 3 catches, 34 yards, 2 catches, 2 yards. In week 16 versus the Chiefs, 13 carries, 52 yards, a touchdown, 5 catches, 53 yards. So we know in between the tackles, we haven't seen much of Spears this season. But last week, it was a season high in carries for Tyjae Spears. He found the end zone on the ground. And also Tony Pollard went over 100 yards. And the 5 for 53, obviously in PPR leagues, is 10 points. This week it's a decent matchup versus Saints, even though their defense has improved over the last few weeks. But if you're in a pinch, Tyjae Spears, I think in PPR leagues, as a number 2 back or a flex option, can help this week. In the final running back, Isaiah Davis of the New York Jets. Isaiah Davis, the last couple weeks, he's getting more work. And obviously, I know a lot of these games the Jets have been getting blown out in, and he's just coming in garbage time and getting touches and working on third downs and passing downs at times. And he's out there in 97% of fantasy leagues. Week 14 versus Miami, 2 carries, 22 yards. Week 15 at Jacksonville, a game they got destroyed in, 9 carries, 58 yards, a touchdown, a catch, 7 yards. And week 16 at the Saints, 3 carries, 8 yards, 4 catches, 52 yards. So this week a matchup versus the Patriots. Most likely a game the Jets are going to be down right out of the gate, 10, 14 points in this one. And that's where Isaiah Davis is going to come in this game. So with Brady Cook in there, quarterback for this New York Jet team already for the remainder of the season, is the rookie. And also as well, Breece Hall not doing much. I think Isaiah Davis could be a sleeper option this week. And he's out there, like I said, in 97% of fantasy leagues. That's a few running backs I have as sleepers for week 17 of the fantasy football season.